Hello there, my name is Richard McMahon from the interview training website passmyinterview.com, and in this training video I will teach you how to pass an apprenticeship interview. If you are applying for any apprenticeship with any company, business or organisation, make sure you stay tuned because the tips, questions and sample answers I am about to give you will help you pass your interview at the first attempt. And to achieve that goal, I will cover the following 4 things in this training video. Number 1, I will tell you which apprenticeship interview questions you should prepare for, plus give you 2 brilliant tips for giving a brilliant answer. Number 2, I will then give you top scoring example answers to each of those apprenticeship interview questions. Number 3, I will then tell you which questions you should ask at the end of your apprenticeship interview. And then finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download my 22 brilliant answers to difficult apprenticeship interview questions. And just very quickly, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. Thousands of you are passing your job interviews at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please hit the like button because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, the first question that you will have to answer at your apprenticeship interview is going to be, tell me about yourself. Here's 2 really important tips for giving a top scoring answer. Tip number 1. Now make sure you practice your answer several times before your interview because this will help to demonstrate confidence in your abilities and excellent communication skills. And tip number 2, in your answer to this first question, tell me about yourself, you can talk about your skills and strengths, accomplishments during your academic studies, your hobbies and interests outside of work, and what you will do in the role if you are offered the apprenticeship. So here is my brilliant example, top scoring answer to help you pass your interview. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. Thank you for the opportunity to apply for this apprenticeship. I am a hard-working, diligent, adaptable and reliable collaborator who wants a long-term career in this industry. I graduated from college with excellent grades in my chosen subjects. During my studies, I learned the importance of supporting other students and organising my study time to achieve my academic goals. Outside work, I play team sports, demonstrating my ability to work closely with others, and I dedicate time to my self-development by reading books. If you offer me this apprenticeship, I will be a positive role model for your company and accept all feedback and guidance on offer to ensure I develop into a high-performing team member. So that is a really good, concise answer to that first apprenticeship interview question, tell me about yourself. Now you can either pause the video if you want to and write down the questions, tips and answers as we work through them together, or if you wait, I will soon tell you where you can download these slides plus my full set of 22 brilliant top scoring answers to difficult but common apprenticeship interview questions. Here is the next question that I strongly recommend you prepare for. Why are you interested in this apprenticeship? Tip number 1. Now this next common interview question is about assessing your motivations for choosing the apprenticeship. You must demonstrate a genuine desire for your chosen apprenticeship in your answer. And tip number 2, good things to include in your response are how the apprenticeship is in an industry you are passionate about and want to work long term in, and how the apprenticeship is with their company. So you can say that you have been impressed with their track record of success and their positive workplace culture. Here is another brilliant example answer to help you. Why are you interested in this apprenticeship? I am interested in this apprenticeship for two reasons. First, I want a career in this industry, and the apprenticeship will empower me to build a good foundation for a successful future. I am also interested in this apprenticeship because it is with your company. You have an excellent reputation, and the people I have spoken to who already work here have said great things about the senior management team and company culture. I am confident the training I will receive during this apprenticeship will be first class. So that is another brilliant answer that is going to help you pass your apprenticeship interview. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have more tips, questions and sample answers to give you. But when you are ready, you can click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video, head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my 22 brilliant answers to difficult but common apprenticeship interview questions. But here is the next question that comes up all the time during apprenticeship interviews. What would you do if you were struggling with a task? Tip number one. So this next difficult apprenticeship interview question is assessing how you respond to difficult challenges. Tip number two, do not say you would ask your manager for help on how to complete the task. Instead, explain that you would research how to complete the task on your own. So here is my brilliant example top scoring answer. What would you do if you were struggling with a task? If I was struggling with a task, I would research how to complete it. I would read company training manuals and operating instructions and search online for information on how to complete it correctly. If I were unable to find the information I needed, I would ask my co-workers if they could advise me on the correct action to take. That is a brilliant, concise answer that shows you take the initiative during difficult challenges. Here is the next question. Why should we pick you for this apprenticeship? Tip number one. Now, this next difficult apprenticeship interview question needs an answer that stands out from the other candidates. Tip number two. In your response, say that the apprenticeship will benefit your long-term career goals. The employer will then know that the apprenticeship is going to someone who will make good use of it. Here is my brilliant example answer. Why should we pick you for this apprenticeship? You should pick me for this apprenticeship for three reasons. First, I have the skills, aptitude and determination to succeed. This apprenticeship is an opportunity I will take seriously. Second, I am passionate about this work and want to build a long-term career in this industry. This means the apprenticeship will be going to someone who will make good use of it. And finally, you should pick me for this apprenticeship because I am hardworking, embrace change with a positive attitude, and I'm open to accepting feedback and guidance. That is a brilliant example response. Here is the next question. Now, this is a really difficult one to answer. It needs a careful answer. What would you do if you had a conflict with a co-worker? Tip number one. So this next interview question assesses professionalism, collaboration skills, and maturity. Tip number two, do not say you would inform your manager about the conflict so they could deal with it. Instead, say that you would take positive steps to resolve the conflict amicably. So here is another brilliant example answer. What would you do if you had a conflict with a co-worker? I tend to get on with most people, so conflict would be a rare occurrence. However, if I did experience a conflict, I would first assess my words and actions to ensure I wasn't the cause. Next, I would speak privately with my co-worker to ascertain their views and to determine the cause of the conflict. And finally, I would work hard to reach a compromise with my co-worker that empowered us to work harmoniously for the team's benefit. Pause the video and write down that answer. That is a brilliant response that shows you are mature and professional. Here is the next question. What are your hobbies and interests? Tip number 1. So this next common apprenticeship interview question needs a careful answer because your hobbies and interests can influence the type of person you are. Tip number 2. Now, I recommend you give hobbies and interests that focus on keeping fit, teamwork abilities, and self-improvement. So here is my brilliant example answer. What are your hobbies and interests? My hobbies and interests include playing team sports, working out at the gym, spending time with my family, and reading. I play football every Sunday, which demonstrates my ability to collaborate with other people. Going to the gym several times a week keeps me fit and active and helps boost my concentration levels. I am currently reading a brilliant book by Jocko Willink called Extreme Ownership. It's a great read because it teaches you the importance of taking responsibility for your life. So that is a clever answer. It shows that you keep fit and active, you are a good team worker because you play team sports, and you also spend some of your time improving and developing your skills. And by the way, that is a brilliant book to read. You can find it on Amazon. It's called Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. It's a really good book. Here is the next question that I strongly recommend you prepare for in advance of your apprenticeship interview. What is your 10-year plan? Tip number 1. Now, if you want to improve your chances of being offered the apprenticeship, I strongly recommend you have a long-term career plan. Tip number 2. Now, a great way to answer this common apprenticeship interview question is to focus your career plan on working long-term for their company. So here is my brilliant example answer. What is your 10-year plan? The first part of my 10-year plan is to get offered this apprenticeship with your company. During the apprenticeship, I will work hard to learn the job role, industry, and your company policies and procedures. I will develop excellent workplace and interpersonal skills to become a trusted and reliable team worker. The next part of my 10-year plan will be to gain full-time employment as a qualified insert the job role, preferably within your company. I will specialise in several business areas and eventually be someone the company can use to help train new team members. Finally, within the next 10 years, I hope to gain promotion to a level that gives me greater responsibility. So that is a brilliant example answer that shows you have a 10-year plan that is focused on working long-term for their company. Now, the next thing to do is write down these 3 questions. Take them with you to your apprenticeship interview and ask them at the end when the interviewer says to you, "Do you have any questions for us?" Here they are. Question number 1. What advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel during this apprenticeship? Question number 2. Can you please tell me a little bit more about the team I would be a part of? And question number 3. Is there any additional information you recommend I read to learn more about the company while I wait to hear the result of my interview? Those are 3 smart questions that will impress the interviewer at the end of your apprenticeship interview. Okay, now the next thing is to click the link in the top right hand corner of the video, head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 22 brilliant answers to difficult apprenticeship interview questions. This guide comes as a PDF document, which means you can have it in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now, and it's going to help you beat the competition at your apprenticeship interview. Make sure you check out that link. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I am here to help you progress throughout your career, pass every job interview, and get the highest salary possible. I can only do those things if you are subscribed. Please hit the like button because that really does energize and motivate me to create more great content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching, and I wish you all the very best for passing your apprenticeship interview. Have a wonderful day.